Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I want to talk about hoarding. I've had a number of players ask me, like, wait, why, Philosopher, are you giving us advice to hoard? What's so great about hoarding, and isn't that something we're not supposed to do? I've heard that it's actually bad. The devs say there's no advantage to it, and I think that's completely wrong. So let me just tell you at a very high level why I hoard and what that means. And does that mean I don't increase my account or do things in my account? No, it just means that I hoard. So why do I hoard? So what hoarding is about is taking a look at your account and figuring out, before you upgrade any character, is this character doing what I need it to do? That is the first thing you need to ask yourself before you consider upgrading a character. So you go to like Web Warriors. Right now, I got him at Gear Tier 14, other than this one. Got him at Gear Tier 14. Why? Because they beat every node in 2.3 without a problem. I don't really need them to be higher right now to do anything. There's nothing in the game that they don't do for me at this level. Now, I guess they'd be slightly better on more defense and so on. But most of my alliance mates, what they do is they just immediately upgrade these two characters. They have all these characters to Gear Tier 16. I don't, because I feel that there is an advantage to being able to deploy my resources as I find out more information. Lately, Scopely's been telling us less and less about the game. For the first time, we don't know what the new Legendaries requirements really are. Yet, we don't know what Apocalypse is going to require. We don't know what the next Pocket Dimension is going to require. We don't know a lot of things. And so for me, storing up my gear, like, look at all the teal gear I have. You may say, well, this is stupid, Philosopher. This stuff can help your account. And yes, it can. But you know what? By hoarding all of this, I can tell you right now, when I do unlock my Darkhold team, that's going to be a Gear Tier 16 because I'm using that in Arena. That's going to be the Apex team in the game, supposedly. If it is, in fact, the best team in the game, I'll do it at Gear Tier 15 first. I'll see how the team is. And assuming that it is the best team in the game, I'll put that to Gear Tier 16 because I'm going to devote the gear where I need it most, so I already always have the gear I need. Now, obviously, I'm ahead of a lot of you because I've spent money on the game, and I don't run away from that or say otherwise. But I'm going to tell you right now, I have plenty. I have one of the smaller accounts in my alliance, and most of the people in my alliance are just upgrading everything. And I've shown some of their rosters before. We have a Gear Tier 15 Hand Sorceress or whatever. I don't do that stuff because I don't care about the numbers. The numbers don't mean anything. What matters is making sure that I have the resources I need to accomplish what I want to accomplish in the game. Now, sometimes you see me hoard orbs. You may say, well, should I hoard orbs, Philosopher? The answer is sometimes. So when do I hoard orbs? Well, I don't know if you've seen some of my old videos. I used to have hundreds of premium orbs. Why did I open them? Because I got 6 stars on a bunch of characters. So if you go here where I don't have the 7th star on some of the new characters, for example, I'm going to sort here by, let's see, star rank progress. And you'll see, I got a lot of characters I could immediately upgrade, but I got some that I'm short on. T'Challa, Magic, Echo, Morbius, so on. So until I opened up all my mega orbs, all my premium orbs, because I had several characters that were in them that I needed. But until I'm in that spot, unless I have some characters that I really want and need, I won't do it. Now for you, if you have less resources, you may not be upgrading to just, I need Magic and Echo. It may be you wait until you have some characters that you really want out of that mega orb, right? Like if you already have your Kestrel where you want or your Icarus or some of those characters, you want to wait until there's enough characters in there to make it worth your while. That's what I do with the premium orbs. You notice, by the way, I have not upgraded a lot of my characters because these characters suck. It doesn't matter if my Vision's 7 stars or not. It doesn't matter if my Iron Man's 7 stars or not. You need to get away from this red dot thing. They put these red dots. Some people are like, I can't stand to look at your screen. Who cares? They're at the bottom of my roster. They don't matter. They're garbage. So we'll go here. Now we look here at my orbs. Red Star orbs. I don't open them for dark promos because most of the dark promos don't matter. The only one that matters is Doom. Get your Doom up. Once you've done that, stop. Hold your red stars. And frankly, my view is for most of you, For most of you, unless you're a very advanced end game player, or you spend a good amount of whaling in the game, you probably are better off holding your red star orbs for the new characters, particularly if you're free to play, instead of blowing them when there's no character in there to get dark promos for an old character. I mean, the only one that's worth it is Doom, and even that, it's very expensive. So think about that. I just sit on these. I don't play the dark promo game. I don't care if my Ultron is whatever red stars or not. He's not very good anymore. He's not very important. All right, let's look at some of these other orbs. You may say basic orbs, same thing. I used to have hundreds of them. So gold orbs, legacy orbs, all these. Why have I keep them here? Because right now I don't need anything out of them. Eventually, I will open them as I need. I open them as I need them. I don't trading orbs I have built up because I whale on energy, and if you whale on energy, you get a lot of training mats from that, and you don't need the training orbs, so these just sit there. I never buy training orbs. I just get them if they have those pick 4 offers where it's like you can get a red star orb or a gold orb, and maybe you get a training orb. That's the only time. Or they come as some sort of package. I don't need any of this crap. Like, why am I opening it? Maybe they'll buff it someday. Maybe they'll add more gold. Maybe they'll add something to it. But for right now, what am I gaining? If they tell me it's leaving the store, I'll open them all. But for right now, what do I need? Why open them? You may say, well, philosopher, why not open them? That could, quote, help your account. Well, if I need materials, I'll open them. I open the Armory 14 and, Orbs 15, 16 because I often need this stuff to upgrade characters. So I have it. So when I'm in the middle of a video, I don't stop. But otherwise, you never know what could be added to an orb. I'll give you an example. These orbs here, you may say, well, why keep purple gear raid orbs? I don't need purple. I have tons of purple gear, unlimited purple gear. And now there's a new item in them, right? I mean, they do over time get the new uniques. So maybe this is, I think, are the new uniques in here? Yeah, they are, right? So let's see. Is it in here? Yep. So now this wasn't here before. I didn't need to open them for anything, and now it just gets the new unique added for Morgan Le Fay. Why not? I mean, I opened these because I started getting a crunch at orange gear. I wish I hadn't. I've been saving them now since that new announcement came, but I wish I opened fewer of them because I've actually been okay for a while. I got in the habit of opening them. But you might as well just keep them there. What's the point? I don't need any teal gear or orange gear. You see, and I got tons of it. Similar with my War Star credits. What do I do with them? I save them for DD6. At this point, for me, I don't need them. Now, you may need them for shards. You may need them for gear. Do what you got to do. But use them when you need them. Don't just use them to use them. Don't use them because you have them. Gold promos. I got an insane amount right now, largely because they're flowing like rain from the developers. Same thing with T4s. But if you look here, I'm saving them for my Darkhold team at this point because I just don't really feel like having a 7th red star on Anna Morlock or a 7th red star on Deathpool or Surfer or any of these characters is worth it enough for me right now. I'll just save, and I'm going to have an amazing Darkhold team. It's just a different perspective on the game. Could my numbers be a lot higher in the game if I did just use everything? Of course. Most of my alliance mates just use everything. They're literally a lot. Like I had one of my alliance mates ask me today, I'm down to 20 SBCs. Should I save for the next patch? I'm like, yeah, you should save for the next. Should have saved thousands of SBCs ago. My power leaderboards only show me as 329 in collection power, but I was the 3rd person to beat Dark Dimension 5, right? Because of hoarding. It's not because it's not because these guys here, spend less than me. I outspent them. It's because I hoarded and they didn't. Okay? That's the reality of the difference there. It's just a certain mentality of the game. So a lot of people ask me, wait, for your channel, philosopher, what is this philosophy of your channel? My philosophy is invest smartly, invest efficiently, save your gear, save the stuff you do get in this game, so you have to spend less, so you panic less, so you make as informed of a decision as possible, and treat these characters for what they are, which is declining investments that go down over time. They're like buying a car, driving it off the lot. As soon as you unlock a character and put gear in them, their value is starting to decline, just like when you drive a new car off the lot. that Honda Accord you drive off the lot will be worth less in 5 years than it's worth now, right? Guaranteed. It's not like they go up in price, right? And that it's like that for all these characters, right? Gamora's worth less than she was a year ago or several months ago. You know, Cersei's value now is going down with Darkhold. There's always Dormammu's already getting power crept. All these characters are going down in value. So the key is to invest early and in the high spot for the best characters, and invest when you need to get a specific thing done, and otherwise don't invest. All right, that's my philosophy in the game. That's why I hoard. You may not like it, but it's the smart way to go about things, and I really believe that the reason Scopely's been giving us less information lately is because they don't want us to do this. They want to keep us in the dark. They want us to spend poorly, and they're basically going out of their way to give us opportunities to make poor decisions. Like, I don't remember, or I don't know, maybe this nowhere heist where you had to upgrade this complete garbage, thousands of SBCs down the drain. I didn't do it. Maybe you did. I didn't, because I just can't see myself for just a few Elite 7 tokens more. It would be a very small percentage of an Elite 7 orb. I can't see myself doing it. All right. You ask me how I hoard. That's how I hoard. That's my philosophy on the game. It works for me, and I think it's the right game. It's the right decision for the vast majority of players in this game. All right, guys. If you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel. If you're angry, if you think I'm wrong, you can put all your comments below. Get it all out, or go to my Discord. That's linked below too. You can also go to my Twitch stream. That is linked below as well.